But we're back. So we're going to talk about what happened several years ago. Where's the market heading right now? And where's the recession? Where's the fallout? When is that going to happen? So I started earlier by talking about the market 10, 15 years ago when investors came over. They were buying real estate, but they were investing. They were not coming to Sacramento to live. So inevitably, what ended up happening due to the bad loans and just the infrastructure financially was very poor. It didn't hold, it didn't last. We saw the bust. It was a setup for a fallout. And that's exactly what ended up happening. So again, they came to invest, they didn't come to live. That's the difference with what's happening now. So for the past 6.5 years, you guys, the past 6.5 years, prices have been going up, if you haven't noticed. And at some points, they were going up exponentially because we also were experiencing very, very low inventory. And so when you don't have a lot of inventory, but you do have a lot of people that want a certain thing, that's going to bring prices up. So that increased prices. David said, I don't think you can edit the Facebook Live. I put some text in there, maybe when it publishes again. So this is about home ownership in 2019. Let's see if I can do anything to say what the session is about. It doesn't matter. So we're talking about real estate, you guys. And so with what happened several years ago, the difference between the fallout back then and what's happening now, we're not seeing a recession, we're seeing a recovery. And it's just a slight recovery. Prices are starting to flatten out. We're not going to see a bottoming of real estate in Sacramento. Sacramento is now becoming a place where people want to live. It is now the alternative, as you all know, to the Bay Area. Has anybody seen, do you know someone that lives in the Bay Area that has now moved to Sacramento? Hey, Vince, I'm glad you can hear me. Yay. We all know somebody that's come from the Bay or that's come from the East Coast or come from out of the country or even Southern California, and they're moving to the Sacramento region, not just because prices are more affordable. They've been more affordable. The difference is Sacramento is turning into a place to live. With the construction of the arena and the other projects that are going on around town, not just in the downtown area, but we've got major tech hubs happening in the Folsom area. We've got major projects happening in Roseville. All of these things, even right here in Elk Grove, we've got a hospital coming. We've got a university that's in Elk Grove. And of course, we've got the ghost town mall that is going to soon be the casino and a destination outdoor mall happening right here in Elk Grove, you guys. So Sacramento is becoming a place to live and thrive. And of course, we are the farm to fork capital of the world. So it's not just a sticks town anymore. What did they used to call us? When the Kings were, the team to have and the team to watch. Cowtown. They called us Cowtown. We are not a cow town anymore, y'all. We are a stallion town. People want to come here and they want to live. And so as a result, they are bringing their 6- and 7-digit incomes. And I say that because I hear a lot of people in Sacramento say, prices are high, you need to leave and you need to go to Texas, or you need to go to Georgia or somewhere like that where it's more affordable. Well, you get what you pay for. In Texas, there's taxes. And in Georgia, there are gargantuan insects and animals. And so if you like that, you get that too. But I would much rather stay in Sacramento, in California. And a warning to the wise. If you leave California, you may not be able to afford to come back. So just letting you know that. If you have a home here in Sacramento and you want to go test the waters in another state, I highly recommend you keep your home, rent it out, go test the waters, but have something to come back to in the event that you decide that that's not where you want to be. Sacramento is not going down in price. We've gone up exponentially over the last 6.5, 7 years. So what's happening now is we're starting to see a small recovery, but we're not going to see a recession. So for 2019, here's what to expect. Rates are going to rise one more time, at least one more time. Prices are going to flatten out or stabilize and a drop. In order to have a recession, in order for the market to fall, there needs to be a reason for it to do so. And economically here in Sacramento right now, there's nothing out there on the horizon. It may look like there's something nationally, but right here in Sacramento, that's not happening. Jobs are up, and these are good paying jobs. People are spending money, and housing, a lot more housing is being built. That's the big difference also over the past 4 or 5 years is we didn't have a lot of inventory, but now there is quite a bit more inventory. You drive anywhere in Sacramento now and you're going to see new construction all over the place. You probably have already. New construction is popping up. So now we're in a situation where we've got a lot of inventory happening. We've got interest rates rising. We've got prices flattening out. So guess what that's a combination of, and in addition to good paying jobs. 2019 is probably a really good time to buy. You're not going to have a lot of competition. We are seeing just about every listing I've had has almost had to do a price reduction because mentally some of the sellers are still in the clouds thinking that they can sell their homes for $10,000, $20,000 more than they should be. And so with that, if you are a seller, you can still get your house sold. You just need to go into it logically. You need to go into it thinking clearly. If you want to get that house sold, price it right the first time, or else you could be looking at that house staying on the market longer than 30 days, you know, somewhere up to 60 days, even 90 days. And then when it's all said and done, you end up dropping the price back down to what it originally should have been. So hire a professional who's well-versed in the market here locally. That's all I'm going to say about that. And make sure you list the property right the first time. So for 2019, we are looking at a really nice buyer's market, less competition, little bit of a market correction, and it's just going to be a great time to buy. Nationally, CoreLogic forecasts that the entire nation will see an increase in housing prices of 4.8%. Nationally, the California Association of Realtors is saying that forecasting a 3% increase in prices. So here locally in Sacramento, we are correcting. We're doing a market correction. But again, remember, it's not going to drop exponentially. The economy, what's happening in Sacramento, it's supporting prices going up. So in another 5 years, if things stay the same, Sacramento is going to be the place to be, y'all. Sacramento is going to be the city to live in. There are so many other projects that are happening on a local level. You've probably driven around and seen these communities and villages, and you know that's like the new thing is to live in a village, and the developers are building to that. And so Sacramento is becoming the place to be. So people are coming here to live. It's a thriving community. And 2019 is going to be the year to buy. 2020, 2021, I think prices are going to start creeping back up, y'all. So 2019, we're going to see market correction. It's going to be a great time to buy. And if you're going to sell, list it right the first time. This is key, everybody. That's my time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me know that my audio was out, and I'm glad we finally got it right. Talk to y'all soon. Happy Friday. Bye, everybody.